this last pick, and it's going to be a Monkey King. I want to see who's playing what. So it's actually a 3 Razor. I'm not feeling super strong about this for South build. I feel like Motivate, they've got everything that they want. And it's a 5 Clockwork as well. So, again, synergizes really well. Kind of fulfills that same kind of role that the ET played with the Deucer in game number 1. You know, you're just really aggressive. You're jumping in onto the backlines and just taking a lot of attention away, not leeching the experience even from Jackie, which, of course, as a Deuce is really important, even more so for a Morphling.
Yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see how Southbuild are looking to play with this Razor, because they opened with it in their second, third pick. They had a thought process coming into it of how they were looking to play the Razor. I was wondering if, you know, maybe it was always them wanting to give it to Enryu, or, you know, how they were maybe played on for Bob or a Bop, but just dropping the priority and giving it to Enryu. Did you feel like what's the play style now for the Razor in this game?
Struggle bus, struggle city. That's
what I'm worried about.
I mean, I feel like it's just a massive outdraft, to be honest, for Motivate. Razor should have been another hero that actually enables taking towers. Very rare that Razor's just going to be banned out in the second phase. Maybe the last phase they'll do it. But, of course, as well, I talked about that Shadow Shaman instead of a Lion as well. Maybe they were thinking, oh, we need more tower push because we didn't have that last game, but I don't think this is much different.
Well, this'll work. Well, this'll work.
Gonna go for the smoke, though. Live-man smoke coming through. Decent level 1 clash.
It's looking spicy.
Bob's going to need to definitely stay on this backside, though. Like, you're going to get static remnant, and it's very rare that they're going to run into you. So, very squishy still, level 1. Who's going to grow first? Astros, he actually popped it, but he didn't see. So Mail knows that someone's there, and they're going to wrap around for it. There we go.
Oh, poor Q. Who do they want to go for first? It's like, we got Q, you know, we got Mastros. Mastros is fine, but it looks like he's gonna get caught up here thanks to the double stun from a Bar and also Samael as well. So they get the kill on top of the Grim Choke, and Mastros will keep his life, however. 350 movement speed already with Windlace, wow.
Pretty ridiculous. And they get up that deep Observer Ward as well. They won't know that it's gone down just yet unless they reveal underneath vision super early on, but it's bullied them away from both of these bot runes. They're even going to get extra greedy. Go for another one-line axe. Still in the cover of night. He's going to go for this Tri-Cam on it. I think he's going to get a snare for himself, but it's still 3-1 trade.
Well, this'll work.
Yeah, at least they get one bounty after the first blood getting picked up early, but it does look like it could be a battle of the lanes here. Like, Raze is a really strong laning stage hero, the Monkey King a really strong laning stage hero as well, so we'll see if that's going to be the tale of the story here for South build. But I actually feel like this bottom lane is going to go a lot better for Motivate against the Monkey King, because you have a lot of burst potential with the stroke, with the overwhelming odds, so Bot's really going to be careful with how he positions and how he plays aggressively, like on top of the wave.
And you talk about that strength in the laning phase as well. Now the level 1 Boundless Strike is increased from 0.7 to 1 second, so that's just going to enable you to you know, get a lot more, you know, that one extra right click perhaps that you might need to be able to catch out and get that early kill. Like what you see, they just doing here, though, yeah, he's just dodging it out. You know, you don't want to be taking any kind of fight super early on. You should have blocked the camp. They block theirs as well. Is he going to try and drag the waves into each other?
But
succeeds.
Nicely done. And the range creep was pulled, so it kind of forces Mastros to now stick around. Not that he really wants to.
Yeah, really nicely.
He should be able to get it though. Oof. That's. Well, he didn't get the range creep CS before, and he didn't get that one either. At least that one wasn't denied like the previous one.
I think that's an underrated strategy, you know, like, you don't always need to get the deny, you just need to make sure that they don't get the last hit.
Yeah. So much gold with that range creep. It's a lot more than, of course, the melees when you stack it up. As Master says, you want the core. It might get baited into a couple of these stacks continuing to build here. but with the help of the stroke, he'll get some distance. So a lot of just poke and prod occurring down at this bottom side as we take a look mid with Bob and Fearless. How do you think this matchup's going to fare with the Death Prophet and the Storm Spirit?
I mean, we've seen time and time again, Bob is a fantastic player once it gets to the roaming phase, but Fearless, I think the DP is just way too strong against a Storm Spirit this early on into it. At least he's going to be able to... Nope. Scratch that. Masteros goes and snipes the water in.
Masteros is being such a nuisance right now, and well, so is Zenki. The curse... Oh, is Legion actually in trouble here? Should be able to get out with that movement speed now. He's eating a lot of damage though. Might have to drag the creeps under the tower. Not that he was really...
He's happy with it.
Not what you want to do with the pool.
He's like, well, I think he's happy to just finally get something out of this. You know, he's already got the win lays. So I wonder if he's just going to go straight into the boots. Yeah, he is. So good luck catching this LC.
They might try and catch up the Q though instead. The curse and Jingu stacks. You see either of them are going to be able to get the 4 charges there, and Bart is able to swing on over, pick up his first kill of the game. So the lane, at least bot, going very well here for South Build. Bob is in trouble though, getting chased down. Is the Spirit Siphon with one more right click enough? It is. Death Prophet, really strong attack damage at the early stage of the game.
Really nice by Lionax as well. You know, oftentimes people just go in onto autopilot and like, right, level 2 clockwork, I'm getting the cogs, but making sure to have that rocket flare, and that was the extra little bit of damage that they needed, because one more right click, I feel like Storm Spirit doesn't go down. You know, he was sitting under the tier 2 tower, he has all of that extra armor. So really big play there by Lionax.
Meanwhile, this top lane, see that it's relatively even at the moment. Is this a worrying sign though, with how dominant a Razor usually is in the laning stage, and the fact that Jackie's got 13 last hits?
Got it onto him a little bit here, at least stealing him away some of that right click damage. He's going to be able to rotate through. Again, I'm just so impressed with how Lionax is able to manipulate these lanes. He's able to rotate through. He wasn't able to get the bounty room, which is probably the one plus side for Bob there, but still ended up with him going down. Yeah, I feel like they could be doing a lot more, you know, like you hit the nail on the head. You pick the Razor because you want to dominate the lane, or you pick it in response to a melee core that needs to stand up there and right click. You don't need to do that with a Morphling. You know, you've got break distance. Super early on, the shackles, yeah, it's nice. And maybe he's going to put more points into it just for the increased duration before the hook shot's coming up, but I still feel a little useless.
Do see that even though Bob's doing pretty well in the last hits at the moment, he's been really getting work on with the rotations, mainly from Masteros, just because he's been pulling the creeps and he's been pulling them towards when the water room is available. So I believe Bob's missed out on 2 water rooms so far, which is always going to be impactful, because the Storm Spirit is someone who, you know, needs to be spamming those abilities just to keep up in farm. As Masteros Lee, unfortunately, you'll run into Bob. Deny yourself. Oh no!
And look at this creep wave. When is the last time you saw like 2 creep waves hitting each other?
What's going on? That's so much farm taken away from Masteros, though. That's a big deal.
It might have been okay if you had this siege creep just underneath the tower and they were losing that, and you know, Catapult was doing a lot to the tier 1, but nope, it's just a big loss for Motivate.
Yeah, it really is. And they picked the Legion though, like into this, you know, they're trying to, well, at least so they picked the Legion into the Razor, which could have been a tricky matchup, and they've just tried to prioritize on pulling the wave as much as possible. So he's only got 13 last hits, and as long as Masteros can somehow get experience, and they're happy with that. But it's just so much bullying occurring.
And they're not even losing. Like he's going to lose the last hit onto the siege creep, but the rest of his wave, he was just following around this Monkey King, and they were totally fine with that. Not losing out on any experience, bullying Masteros out of the lane. He's eventually going to come back. Like, he doesn't know his limit, you know, he's happy to just continuously contest here. It is costing him a lot, though, in the net worth stakes. He's sitting 1,200 gold behind this Monkey King. That's a big deal.
There's a lot of damage here on top of Q. We're seeing him lose his life, and now Enryu's going to tip into the mid lane as well as Fearless. He's not going to be long for this world, as 2 will fall from Motivate, and South Build have an early lead in this second game.
Yeah, making sure to make maximum use out of that level 6 there on Bob. It was full HP, full mana. Made sure to get the zip in there. The regen rune to be able to enable that. Much more promising early stage. I mean, the plus side is that Jackie is going to be able to, you know, farm a little bit more freely on this top side. I'm keen to see what he goes, because it's just going to be into that pure right click. Stealing damage from each other.
This is so weird to watch. Ryu, he's still probably going to lose his life, though, as the static link counteracting each other. But a great TP from Samael. Plasma field, not a high enough level there. Only 1 point in it, so that will not be the kill. But we're going to see down bot a lot of action as Fearless committing for the exorcism. Bart should be able to get the TP out. There is no way to cancel, but it looks like Zenki will still lose his life. Bob's going to TP in. He's going to be careful how much mana he uses here, because if he doesn't get the kill fast enough, then Motivate can definitely punish. But it looks like Bob in and out as he goes.
Bob Gaming doing it again. What this Courier's doing running a line axe, it is empty. Just sitting around, you know. And the TP is going to come through from the Razor. Fearless has to be careful. This exorcism's done.
Yeah, Fearless around for a little bit too long there. You saw Lionax try to scout out if there are any more TPs. Fearless has still got a nice level advantage here, so the Siphon does make it difficult for Enryu to stand his ground. And now with Q coming over, Enryu actually might just get turned on as they get the Inkspell stun connection, and they'll bring him down.
Fearless was just trying to right-click that creep that was on about 1 HP, but he had literally all of his damage stolen, so he wasn't even able to take that one out. But still, good turnaround to be able to claim that one there. And even on the top side, I feel like I'm liking the way that the Razor had itemized. He would have gone down if he didn't have that infused raindrops, because he had the level 3 waveform, sorry, level 2 waveform skilled up, and the plasma field just wasn't enough damage to be able to take him out.
A couple kills through, but yeah, again, Bob is so active early. This magic damage is no joke at the early game.
And if you've got that gap closed like a Storm Spirit does, then you don't really care that a Legion Commander has nearly base 400 movement speed.
But it is a lot of space that we see right now for the Morphling. He's just free farming top. Abart does have a bit of a net worth lead at the moment. He's been in a lot more kills than what Fearless has, however. Oh, sorry, than what Jackie has.
I mean, Jackie's been part of none, so yeah, sure. But, I mean, as well, Q's farming relatively well. You know, he's been able to be part of 1 kill. Still 3 deaths, but just shoving out waves constantly.
Lane again.
Down again.
Oh, boy. To Southfield Esports, I mean, with the lineup that they have at the moment, they're really utilizing it to perfection. It's just so much early game damage and aggression that you need to dish out, knowing that, you know, the EXO, you know, is just back up, but with this on cooldown, you can't be as impactful on the map, and the Morphling as well is definitely not looking to get involved.
I mean, the way that Motivate Trust like to play is they essentially play as if they've got like 2 mid laners. That's like Fearless and Masteros' style is so similar. So I feel like Southbuild's plan was, look, let's just try and get really aggressive onto one of them. Who's the easier kill? Yes, you've got the fast movement speed on the Legion Commander, but DP's pretty fast as well, and she has the Spirit Siphon to be able to keep herself healthy. So I feel like they've just gone all in onto Masteros. He's basically got no game right now. He's sitting below the Shadow Shaman on net worth.
Yeah, it's not a not a game you want for Masteros, but they did definitely
top tower is under attack.
Put him in a tricky scenario. So this is up to some of the other heroes to motivate this game to see for them, and if they can shine.
And trading tier 1s, I think Motivate are okay with this. Legion might potentially look to continue playing on the bottom side of the map. This Exorcism still having only a quarter duration left. I mean, they went for the smoke here. But yeah, Masteros, I think he needs to farm. Like, he's like, dude, I cannot. I need to be able to get something out of this. So maybe they'll be able to get something happening here with Jackie, perhaps baiting a little bit, wanting Bob to go in. But Bobby's going to get full mana back from the fountain before going back into this team fight.
Fine axe. Hook in he goes. It's Zenki, so it's not really the target you want. Jackie still is able to utilize this replicate of the Razor here. Nash uses the press attack. It's going to give Jackie some space to be able to go to work, but they're actually turning Motivate back around as Bob zips in on top of the backline. Q's still able to get the soul by Nov, but Southport, they've got the damage at the moment to be able to take this team fight around the mid lane.
And again, like, it feels like Masteros, he absolutely needs to just be farming right now. He hasn't had an early game. They've got the haste bottled up.
Zip zap!
With a bounty.
Zip zap by bounty. Yep, he's this is something that you see a lot of time on the Storm Spirit at the early stage. You're just magic damage is through the roof early on, and there was a while where we used to see this hero like rushing Bloodstone. You were a lot more farm orientated, but you can get as much net worth by getting kills, and he's doing just that.
And the thing is, once he gets this Orchid, like, he could just continue going in on Masteros. He's not going up for any kind of tanky items. I think he might have purchased, Raindrops and the full magic wand for himself, just that he's not instantly dying in every single team fight. But then after that, he's going to Blink Dagger. And sure, it enables you to be able to take a few more fats effectively, but, I mean, you're not any more survivable for a 2,250 gold investment.
I wonder if it'll just help with his positioning to like counter-initiate with the pressed attack and then maybe turn from there.
They went for the hook there on Lion Axe, but ended up missing. They dropped the Mass Serpent Woods on mid. They still want to go on this, huh?
Fearless has got Exo. Nice double silence, but they proc the borrowed time and they'll successfully defend that T1 tower mid, but they don't take a lot of damage nonetheless.
Pretty important to be able to retain the... You know that they don't have the Mass Serpent Woods to be able to counter this, so it might just be a... I want to say a slow siege, but it's going down pretty fast.
That it is, and yeah, Radiant don't have Glyph as well, so just gonna have to let that tier 1 go, and Bob's just trying to shove in bot instead. He's getting real close to this Orchid, however.
Still, two pretty important towers going down. It's going to make Masteros' life a lot easier. Now you can see that he's able to farm a little bit more freely. He's just standing in the Radiant jungle. It feels like that might be the safest place for them to be. DD, we're in bot side. He's going to pick that up. Just, I'll take that for help with the farm. Perhaps, maybe. No, give it away to Fearless.
That is a incredible Battle Fury timing though from a bot. Top of the net worth, he's now got that farming steroid for himself, and we're going to see his net worth continue to skyrocket here for Southbuilt.
He's playing for the later game. You know, you're giving stuff away now to be able to be much more effective later on. And honestly, the game right now is still looking pretty juicy.
Man, are you surprised with how the Monkey King got those buffs? You know, the Boundless Strike seems really nice. I mean, the cooldown got rescaled, that stun duration got increased a decent amount as well at the early levels, and also the Tree Dance Night Vision got increased, and the talent they changed. Did you think the hero needed some buffs? I
did. I feel like the change to the Ag Scepter was just way too much. Like, yes, it was really annoying to see a monkey literally just solo Roshan because of his, because of the monkey statues, but I like seeing the hero, you know, it's one of those high skill ceiling heroes, you know, just being able to make these cute little plays, dancing through the trees. It's always fun to watch a Monkey King.
Yeah, that it is, and so the first dual victory is going to come through for Masteros, so he's going to be pretty happy about that. Finally, he's getting something going for himself here on the Legion. Even the net worth is starting to grow for himself as well, but I do see some very division Lion Axe. Are they going to be able to punish him? No, that's a quick glimmer already picked up.
Yeah. I'd sacrifice a little bit away from Masteros, but Q's ready to pick up the slack, and you know, with Masteros getting that last hit onto the Razor in that kill, plus the dual damage, he's already only 600 away from that Blink Dagger himself. Set up quite nicely with a lot of these other timings.
Hook shot, Inkswell in the river. On top of Semi-Ellis, they're going to be able to drop the Serp Wards, and now their initiation doesn't go to perfect here for Motivate, and you know, they just end up losing the clockwork, unfortunately.
It's not terrible. They're actually giving over the Invis Rune to Masteros here. Like, they've still got the Eye of the Storm popped. You had to use the Mass Serpent Ward, so they're going to want to try and take this tower. Are they going to be able to catch someone out here with the duel? It's onto...
Do they have the damage as well? See if they can burst him down. Razor taking a lot of no. Yes, they do. Fearless on top of him. That's also level 2 in the exorcism, but a Bard's going to come on over, drops the Wukong, but instantly out of there as soon as he showed up to the fight. So now that's a wasted ultimate, and it frees up Motivate to be able to continue to dive for free, as Samael will get chased down from Fearless's Death Prophet, and the Abaddon as well is going to get close the distance from Lion Axe, and that is a great fight from Motivate, and that's also second duel victory.
Second duel victory, and what it does as well is the way that they took it too, right? You know that your inherent strategy or mental situation is, okay, Clockwork's still dead for 15 seconds, we can make an attempt on this tower. You know, it's only got 250 HP, they don't have the glyph, but just with being able to bottle up that invis route onto the Legion Commander, you catch them by surprise. So it's really good teamwork coming through there from Motivate, and kind of just getting in their heads a little bit.
Bob, hook shot, mass shots, he's got the jewel. Is the damage going to come through? They should have the control nonetheless, and wow, that's a big kill. Bob was having an incredible game here on the Storm Spirit, and we're just seeing now, like, Mastros is building up some steam right now on the Legion. And even...
Really quick fingers there by Lionax as well. As soon as he sees him, it's under the cover of nighttime. Oh, he would have loved that regen rune bot, but Fearless is going to grab it up. The bottling someone. Masteros, yeah. But yeah, the instant hook shot that just enables the duel. Speaking of duel, it's up in another 8 seconds, so the smoke comes out. They're trying to find another. They know they haven't seen the Monkey King in a while, and they've seen that he's got Battle Fury. Good positioning here by Zenki to be able to pop the smoke.
Yeah, that's a great spot from Zenki. See, instantly as they pop the smoke, the TP in.
They've got the vision though. They want to
from Samael.
Lionax, he's going to get the hook shot. It's an easy kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Not wanting to use the duels just yet. But that should reveal.
It's a pretty important kill.
Still
pretty important kill to find.
Gonna go in.
Jump in, Bastos. You don't really want the Abaddon.
Not the duel. You're happy to pop the borrowed time, but you want to save that duel, particularly for the Storm Spirit or the Razor.
Radiant are scanning.
They're like, well, you've been able to defend this well. That scan is on top of Roche. My red-green color blindness hits me again, but they know they're smoked. They've got everything.
That's a great spot from Lion Axe. Abad's going to come on forward, but he's stuck in the cogs now. It means he can't contest the Roshan that's getting claimed at the moment. Falling pretty low here. Can they get it on Jackie? They need to commit right now, but the X isn't outside the pit, but Jackie's still going to be able to get the Aegis now with the Razor as well. With Great Wukong's command in front of the pit. They'll get the first light, but can they get the second? Where's the backup of Motivate? Buyback's going to come through. The Exorcism does expire now, but looks like Motivate, they're ready to go back in. Mastros has got the blink. He's also got the jewel up and available. Can he close the distance on Bob, however? He's scouting, he gets it. Where's the backup though? Jackie's coming. Is the damage enough for the Morphling? It's not. Bob pops the Essence Ring. He's going to zip away. Mastros has got the odds, but it's off the mark.
So close there. Yeah, I was getting a little bit nervous, you know, with everyone committing away from the Roche pit. I suppose just feeling that Jackie had the damage to be able to take it down, and really got unlucky with that bash. It was actually the South.
And they're on the bar up top.
Kill.
He's in trouble here. Nice use of the hook shot once again from Lion Axe, and they just kite the Monkey King into oblivion.
Out of my way.
Yeah, big deal. Yeah, they got the gold at least from the Roche. They got the experience as well, with the Plasma Field actually securing the last hit onto Roche. So it was snatched away by Jackie.
Middle tower
still things are looking a lot more promising. They're still defending the mid tower. Cost Jackie.
Jesus. Oh, he's A-okay. Silence on the Storm Spirit. You see Zenki have to posture himself aggressively now with Jewel as well. Controls the Shadow Shaman. That's a lot of the lockdown from South Bill. And now they'll just waste the borrowed time and turn back their attention to Zenki once it expires here. Motivate. Just see, after the landing stage, I mean, it was to be expected. South Bill, they drafted for the lanes, but now just the execution from Motivate really starting to show. And finally, they'll get rid of that tier 1 tower. It's a deny from Motivate, and they've done such an incredible job to keep that standing for this long.
Yeah, just putting a little bit more gold into their coffers. You know, why not? You can see Lionax, he's not satisfied with you know, just being able to And you'll play that little bit more passive role. He's always on the move. He's acting as a bit of a roaming ward as he places up his own, making sure that, you know, there's no defensive vision right now on South Built. And well, he's kind of standing alone here on the bottom side. They could catch him with this wraparound. Look, that was a real defensive zip. And guess what we got? Exorcism. It's available.
Oh no. They were going to pop it. They're like, just make sure we bring it down. I'm not going to be able to get another objective out of this, though, so...
I think you're happy with the tier 2 tower. You know, it enables the outpost to be taken. Top lane, Abart's trying to do his best to be able to take out this creep wave as quickly as possible. Put a lot of emphasis onto defending that one. Have they got TPs on all of their lineup? Felix might just run up. No, he's got the highest bottle. He decides not.
That is,
So, I don't know about this. Yeah, he's just going to back off.
Okay. Monkey ulti, Serpent Ward drop. Meanwhile, Bob's showing mid. Phyllis has got the yours now, and Bob's just dead. Silence on point after he comes down. The voice chat all line, and Ryan Axe, he wants more blood as well. 4 stubs already used from Enryu. But Jackie's not going to be able to utilize his link now.
Did just use the glyph on the bot side, so this should be a free tower mid too. Don't think they're in a position just yet to be able to go high ground, of course, with the Aegis being reclaimed or destroyed straight away after that fight around the Roche pit. But now they can play the top side. You know, you don't have any lineup that's like amazing at being able to take these ancient stacks, so they were content with leaving it for the Monkey King for the very start of the game, and Motivate, they're right back in the commanding position.
Yeah, that they are. 3,000 net worth lead, and well, we do see a big item's going to get picked up here for a bot. He's got to go that BKB as the second item. Can't complete the Sunjin Yasha. Going to be now, you have to go on South Built with this item, and yeah, they are. They're going to smoke up.
They do. They were playing very defensively, which means that they still haven't been able to take back their outposts. So the experience lead is going to continue creeping more and more in Motivate's favor. But eventually revealing mid lane, the smoke. But what kind of response is this going to get? Still 15 seconds left on the Exorcism, but importantly, now Fearless, he's got that BKB. So even a Shadow Shaman's not going to be able to deal with you.
Fine Axe. Looks like he's just gonna bait himself for the smoke. He's happy with taking that one up. He's down for 60 though. He did buy back previously in a couple of the past fights.
Yep. No save your mate syndrome that time around from Motivate, which is good, right? Like you didn't have the Exorcism just yet. The BKB was still coming out on the Courier. Yes, you're really strong on all of your other heroes, but I don't think it was quite worth it. Still considering, you know, this push through though. They've been able to find out the morphling as he's strength morphing.
Fearless. They're actually going to charge up the X. Now with the BKB pop, Fearless is taking a lot of damage, but a quick press the attack. Fearless now gets the magic community, but he's just getting so dry. He wasn't able to utilize the Spirit Siphon Jack. He's still got the Manta, gets out of the Orchid as fast as possible. But that is a big misplay there from Motivate. BKB wasted, Exorcism wasted as well.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt too much when you lose your position 5, but I feel like they were just maybe 10-15 seconds too early on that sort of engagement. You didn't have any vision around your high ground. Clockwork was still dead. Yes, he had a tower he could TP to, but that's going to open up a lot of a window for Southfield now. No Exorcism for the next 2 minutes. They're just going to continue even putting the pressure on this bot side. And we can see here from Q as well, he's opting to go for the Blink Dagger on this Grimstroke. So not leveling up the Inkswell Aghanim Shard, perhaps because you've got the Legion Commander, and I feel like Masaros has been pretty on point with his saves. He got one off there onto Fearless when he probably shouldn't have been able to, but yeah, it just wasn't enough. I mean, why wouldn't you want to give extra movement speed and healing to a Death Prophet? I can't think of why.
I can't think of why not either. It feels really good this game as well. I'm surprised he's not going into it. Style. Great vision. A bot. No, he's not able to get the BKB off that he freshly picked up thanks to the duel. Mastros is in with a great target and Fearless and Zenki, but He's got that ulti.
Radiant's top
He's got
tower
the
is
ulti, but they have no way to
Spicy.
defend against this push now. And even the Abaddon, he's like, well,
Radiant's top
my borrowed
tower
time's got about the same cooldown as when Monkey King's going to be available again. So let's just abandon this top side of the map, try and get something out of the right side. What have we even got coming up? Mass Serpent Wards is available. Maybe Sabael's going to try and drop it to push in the bot tower, but they're going to be knocking on your door pretty damn soon. You might need that for defense.
Yeah, they're going to need some way to be able to hold these objectives. I mean, Exorcism about to be back up. He's got that 3 points up in the ultimate now here for Fearless. And what's the dual damage as well? Up to 60 on Legion. Oh boy.
My waters rise.
He's really close to the net worth of Bob, and kind of surprising because Mastros, I think he was like 1-4 at some stage this game. Really had a bad laning stage, and he's done an incredible job to at least have, you know, somewhat of a showing in this game.
And they're just keeping the pressure up, taking the outpost back one more time. Are they just going to run into this? You know they were smoked around the area.
Mastros. Should be another dual victory with the help of Fearless's damage, and it is.
Just get away. That was a kind of long TP as well, so Lionax not able to scout him out, get the battery assault to cancel that one through.
Whoa, what I
The way that Motivate play, it kind of reminds me of like TI8 OG, where they're not happy with just one kill. They always want to transition that into something else. You know, you see them split apart in team fights to be able to, you know, divide and conquer.
Yeah, they definitely do have that divide and conquer mentality, don't they? Where they just go everywhere at once, making sure that you just completely choke out South build across the map. It's just like, where are they able to farm this game? It's just this network feed continuing to grow for Motivate at such a rapid rate, though.
What's the win probably looking like? It's like it's in their favor, but Dota Plus is still like, you got this.
Hook shot. Lionax actually committing in. He's got some boys in the back lane. Even Fearless wrapping through as well with the Exorcism. Abaddon not going to be able to reset. He's protected with the borrowed time, but no, they get the jewel on top of Bob, but the damage Masters is getting shredded apart. Storm still linked up, so Fearless going to be able to close the distance down with the BKB. They're kind of up through a bar, but it's great use of the Serpent Wards. Fearless going to be able to get out now. Jackie with the waveform in. They'll find the kill. Down goes a bar. And Ryu will clean up the sidelines here, but now he needs to reset as well as Fearless is hunting. He's got so much movement speed, maxed out 550 with the help of the boots to travel. One more right click, Cripstorm, nice dodge, and Ryu keeps his life. But that was a fight with the Arcane Rune, so the Exorcism, a very low cooldown here.
It's only a minute away, and I mean, at the very worst, you're going to force a buyback out of South build here, but more ideally, they're just going to take a tier 3, maybe even that melee rats.
Radiant's middle
Should be able to. Jackie doesn't have replicate. They're going to jump in instead on Q. At least it'll break the static link. That's the main thing. But Jackie has lost 60 damage and they now need to reset. But Samael with the blink in. Just leave Q. Get out of dodge here, Motivate. That you're okay with at least losing the Grimstroke if the cores get out.
Yeah, just getting a little bit too cute there. I don't think they needed to go for that extra stun. I think they just needed to put all.
Oh, they're back in.
Taking. No.
Well, you said that on Divide and Conquer.
I mean, sure, but if
don't know.
conquered, you don't need to divide more.
No, it's you must. You must.
I'm not a fan of Viv. No, maths was never my strong point.
It's the Mongolian, you know, lifestyle. Yeah, Genghis Khan, just conquer the world.
These guys are Mongolian. They're from Thailand.
I know, but like they've got that mentality. It's just take names and don't let anyone stay alive.
You been to Thailand?
I have not, unfortunately. Blinking, Death Prophet. Feels protected. And he's still got the X's and now back up thanks to the Arcane Rune previously. Bart's going to stand his ground, try and man fight, but if they can get outside the Wukong, don't even mind that. They're just going to stand their ground inside as 3 will fall from Southfield. Now they can turn their attention to a bar and use to cancel the TP. The Jewel's going to come through. They should have plenty of damage to find that victory, and that they do. Motivate. Just rip apart another team fight in this game is looking to get difficult.
I mean, I talked about the multiple ways that they have to initiate previously, right? Like, you've got the Clockwork, you've got the Legion Commander. I mean, DP, that wasn't really an initiation. That's more of like a... What's the right word? Like a rally? But you've even got the Grimstroke now, who's blinking aggressively with Inkswell on himself to be able to catch people out here. And, well, now you've got the Aghanim shot on the Legion Commander, so mini BKBs for anyone that gets to press the attack.
Ah, yes. The good old Legion Aghanim shot.
bottom tower is under attack.
What a crazy, crazy shot.
Fair and balanced.
Oh, yeah, very fair, very balanced. Very well.
How is Doge going, by the way? Is Dogecoin on the moon?
Is it? Is it up to the moon today?
It's looking pretty solid.
Radiant's middle
Roll in on
barracks
Doge.
are under attack.
I'm surprised I brought that up because I'm a little bit traumatized at the fact that I lost my 200,000 Doge.
Oh no, Saj. You hate to see it. Maybe it'll go back up.
No. When I say I lost it, it was stolen.
Stolen?
Yeah. I had it in a crypto exchange, and then the owner stole everyone's currency and flew to somewhere in Asia.
Ah, yes. Good old scamming crypto exchanges. Yeah, I'd be salty about that. I understand. That's a bit rough.
I've still got my GameStop, so we're all good.
Let's go. We've still got a beautiful game as well with Motivate against Southfield. A 19,000 net worth lead where we just... it just feels like... I don't know how Southfield are able to link together a couple of strong team fights. It's really just all been Motivate right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so hard for them to do anything once these BKBs are popped, right? And now even the Legion Commander's got his own. So, like, what does the Shadow Shaman do? What does an Abash do?
Oh, they found Storm! Oh. Nice use of the cogs as well. Bounce back. What a war position from Lion Axe. Finds Bob trying to connect with the rest of the team down bot. And that kill is going to allow them to walk up the high ground. They're going to try and force a buyback out of this.
Yeah, they're trying to push out the lanes, but sorry guys, you've got a creep wave going in through the mid lane, so there's no backdoor protection. Actually, they popped the fortify, but it's going to be too slow to actually hit the tier 3 tower. Not that it would have done much of anything anyway.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe
easy full set.
Buyback here.
Dire's bottom tower.
Might have to buy back for the top setter Axe. You're okay with maybe losing a full, but...
Exo's nearly done. I feel like they might take a tier 3 and then back off. Although, I mean, you've still got the Aegis. Why not? Screw it, let's stay.
Yeah, Aegis for another 2 minutes 20. Hookshot in, Lion Axe. Great use of the Hex though. Stops the cogs, push back, but a boundless strike. Outbar, he's going to come in, but a quick... Oh, no, Outbar! And he gets the BKB off, and it's going to cost him massively. He's got no buyback, and that should be the end of the world here for Southfield. They'll buyback on NRU without their position one. It's all their damage, it's all their hopes. Motivate, they're still diving deep, but they've got the protection with the press attack. Magic immunity now thanks to the shard. The Southfield Esports last barracks left standing, and Jackie will just zone them away. Mastros is even going to blink in. He doesn't care about anything right now. As long as it from Bob, but a quick silence is on the mark as Bob will lose his life. Mastros might join him in the grave, but it's Mega Creeps Gaming, and it's Motivate that are looking to try and close this one out here. Bob back up, ready to go. Long zip in, finds the axe in the tree line, and they find another kill, but a Shackles, it's not on point, actually finding a creep.
Yeah, he showed that.
And Fearless is still just baiting with the cheese.
Yeah, why not, right? Like,
he's ready to turn as soon as he wants to. BKB is there now out in Enryu. Soulbind links up the two. Motivate. They're even going to try and look to rejoin. They've got the bottom outpost for the TP locations, and still with the Aegis, so Jackie can play super aggressively. But how long do they want to stick around? Oh, long enough for Mastros to get another kill.
Yeah. Might see a cheeky 4-star here into a shot from Lion Axe.
Let the fun begin.
He's thinking about it. He's been so on point. I mean, the thing that sets Motivate apart from the rest of these South East Asian lower division teams for mine is that it is very clear they are a team. This is not one person carrying it every single time. It is a group effort. They always feel like they have so much cohesion.
Yeah, they do. It's just a team that, I mean, this comes back into the the play of when you play with a team for so long, you see that cohesion really start to add up, and it shows in their game style. It's a nice balance strike from above. They're trying to chain lock down Jackie, but Jackie just turns now. The Satanic and is able to go to work. They can't even kill the Morphin through one stun, and with the exorcism still up, Bob's gonna have to call, and then South Dota Esports. Yeah, this was gonna be their toughest rival to date, but they're still gonna get dropped down here in 2-0 fashion. Motivate too strong.
Way too strong. And, I mean, at the start of today, I was like,